water, food, and fuel are scarce in the hardest hit areas. We're seeing images of catastrophic damage in the Keys as well, where FEMA says 90% of the homes there were damaged or destroyed.
This is the worst storm that we've ever been through. I've never left before. I might consider leaving after this one.
It could be 10 days or more before power is restored in some of the hardest hit areas.
And some of the most vulnerable victims of Hurricane Irma are now getting help from an organization based in Illinois. Members of the air ambulance service called AeroCare arrived in Florida last night. It includes 2 teams of 8 experienced nurses, paramedics, and pilots.
And Patrick, one of the members of the AeroCare team, knows firsthand about challenges. Chicago police officer Del Pearson was shot on the job in 2012. His injury took him off the street, but helping people will always be his top priority. Here's NBC5's Christian Farr.
Whatever they needed, we were the ground support.
For 15 years, Del Pearson served and protected the people of Chicago as a police officer. But now his mission of service has changed.
It is amazing to be part of a team that every phone call that comes in is a possible life-saving situation.
Pearson joined the staff of AeroCare, a Chicago area air ambulance service that had recently been called upon to help transport some of the smallest victims of Hurricane Harvey. Pearson made the 17-hour drive to Texas to lend a helping hand.
We transported a lot of critical care infant children. We were one of 5 companies that only had that kind of equipment on our jets that could provide that. So at one point we transported out 14 babies. I can't imagine the parents of those poor children that were that ill, that needed that critical care.
Back in 2012, Pearson had been shot in the line of duty, and his injury took him off the street and put him behind a desk. Pearson says his job with AeroCare allows him to continue to help those in need, and he knows the people of Texas appreciated them answering the call.
Your spirit just uplifted you and energized you to be a part of something like that and provide help and services for those people in need. It was amazing.
While Pearson's staff has already made the trip to Florida to help with Hurricane Irma, Pearson stayed behind to take care of some important administrative issues, but he was ready to make that trip, just like he did for Hurricane Harvey. In Studio 3 at Christian Farr, NBC5 News.